Welcome back to the channel Car Review. Today we are diving into an in-depth review of the 2026 Hindustan Ambassador, a quintessential icon in Indian automotive history, was produced by Hindustan Motors from 1958 until 2014. Based on the British Morris Oxford Series 3, it was India's first mass-market car, introduced at a time when the country had limited domestic automotive options. Over the course of its production, the Ambassador evolved into a symbol of authority, reliability, and cultural significance, with a unique place in the hearts of millions of Indians. Designed with a boxy, traditional British sedan look, the Ambassador featured a long bonnet, prominent grille, and wide fenders. The car's exterior was sturdy, and its design remained largely unchanged over the years, maintaining its distinctive silhouette. On the inside, the car was spacious and designed for comfort, offering ample legroom and headspace. The interior featured simple wooden dashboard accents, basic instrument panels, and fabric seat upholstery, in keeping with the no-frills approach of the car. The Ambassador was powered by a variety of engines over the years, beginning with a 1.5-liter engine borrowed from the Morris Oxford. As the years went by, Hindustan Motors introduced newer versions with more powerful engines, including 1.8-liter and 2.0-liter options, producing between 35 and 50 brake horsepower (bhp). This engine range provided a balance of power and fuel efficiency, with a top speed of around 120 km per hour and an average fuel efficiency of 10 to 12 km per liter. A 4-speed manual transmission system was standard across all variants. Through its history, the Ambassador saw several important variants. The first version, known as the Mark I, had simple features and was primarily used as a family car. The Mark II, introduced in the 1970s, brought improved comfort and design, while the Mark III featured a facelifted appearance in the 1980s. The Ambassador Nova and Ambassador Classic versions, launched in the 1990s, introduced subtle modernizations but retained the familiar look that defined the car for decades. One of the defining aspects of the Ambassador was its role as a government car. For much of its life, the car was used by government officials and politicians, often seen as a symbol of power and prestige. The car's roomy interior made it ideal for officials and their entourages. Beyond this, the Ambassador became a popular choice for the taxi industry, particularly in cities like Kolkata, Delhi, and Mumbai. Its reputation for reliability and its ability to handle India's diverse and often difficult road conditions cemented its place in the everyday lives of many citizens. Despite its early success and loyal following, the Ambassador's decline began in the 1990s with the liberalization of the Indian economy and the entry of foreign automakers like Maruti Suzuki, Honda, and Hyundai. These companies brought more modern, fuel-efficient, and technologically advanced vehicles that appealed to the growing middle class. Hindustan Motors attempted to revitalize the Ambassador in the 2000s with updates, but it was unable to compete with the rising demand for contemporary cars. In 2014, after over 50 years of production, Hindustan Motors ended the manufacturing of the Ambassador due to declining sales. The car's legacy, however, remains intact. Today, the Ambassador is seen as a collectible item, particularly vintage models that have been well maintained. It stands as a nostalgic reminder of India's post-independence era, representing a simpler, slower time in the country's automotive history. Even though it is no longer in production, the Hindustan Ambassador will forever remain an important part of India's automotive and cultural heritage.